Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna take the little challenge that Miss Coffee put out there. I missed it in the live. I probably went to bed when she talked about it because I can't stay up that late. But anyhow, she challenged creators, which I guess I'm a creator now, to do an hour-long whip and chat, and because she wanted to see more content. Well, I have been struggling. I mean, I'm trying to do content. I'm trying to review things and do videos and trying to get as much in there as I can. But, you know, I'll give it a shot. So we'll see what happens. First of all, let me tell you, I'm working on a little Timney art project, which is going to be an interesting video when I get it done. And I've only been working on it a few days. It's kind of a small little thing. It's a 30 by 40, but that's not actually the picture size. That's canvas size. So here's the deal with me doing a whip and chat. My husband is currently at our other house. We own two houses. One I owned before we got married and haven't been able to sell it. So my daughter's living there, and she rents basically from me. Now there are some things, since I still own the house, that need to be taken care of, like the mini tornado that went through our area a couple weeks ago, I guess. I mean, it was bad. It was raining. It was, I got a pink drill here that's not supposed to be there. Put that in my little trash thing. I was doing a video at the time, and it just started raining and getting windy, and it was crazy how bad it got, how quickly. I mean, I had to stop my video, and, I mean, you couldn't hear me at all. So it did a lot of damage at the other house. There's some trees there that were dead. A lot of them actually have died. It butts up to a railroad track. We think that the railroad company did some weed killing a couple years ago, and it started to kill off all of the trees. All right? So there's a bunch of dead ones. This wind whipped through, and it was really powerful. And it just tore down all these trees. They were everywhere. Now, there's a barn there, there's a garage and a house and a bunch of horse fence because she has horses, she has chickens, she has goats. It did wreck some of the horse fence, but it did miss all structures, so we're quite thankful for that. My husband is currently over at that house. I've been over there a couple times with him, cutting down the trees, at least the trees are on the ground, cutting up the trees on the ground, and trying to get things cleaned up. There's more tall trees, and these trees are like, I don't even know, 100, 120 feet tall. They're huge. And we're trying to get all this mess cleaned up and then clean up more by cutting more down, because we'd rather cut them down than have more problems in the future and taking a chance of something actually hitting a barn or a house. Anyhow, he's over there right now with a buddy from work, and they're supposedly cutting up some more of the wood, and his buddy's going to take some with him. You know, he's come to pick some up to take to his house. Anyhow, so he's doing that right now. It's getting later. It's getting dark. He's going to be home pretty soon. I know that. I just got done listening to Mrs. Coffee's 1 hour whip and chat, and I heard about the challenge. I did a little whip and chat when I did my 100 subscriber video. I did that as a whip and chat. It was kind of short. It was about 15 minutes. I don't know that I got a lot to talk about. You got to remember, I teach elementary school. I teach second graders. I talk all day long, right? Sometimes I like to just come home, sit in front of my diamond painting. I'm not one for having it super quiet. I'm so used to noise and ruckus. I always kind of want something going in the background. If it's not the TV, Lately, it's YouTube because I'm watching some video. Thank you, Mrs. Coffee, for giving me an hour of diamond painting time. And my husband was gone, so he didn't, need anything or want anything. Husbands, sometimes they want stuff, like dinner and, I don't know, conversation from us. Go figure, right? Anyhow, I probably won't be able to do an hour in one sitting. But, she didn't say it had to be a whole, straight shot, right? So I think I could piece together a few videos of me just working on this owl. It's an owl. In case you can't tell, you've got an upside down view. And I'm working on it sideways, so, whatever. Anyhow, I figured I could put together a few segments and put it together as an hour-long whip and chat. It'll just be in a few parts. So anyhow, I did notice a second ago, I saw on my phone he called, and I didn't answer because what? I'm doing a video, right? When he left, I was taking a nap. I got home from work. He told me he was going over there to work on the wood, and I said, okay, good. I'll see you. I'm tucking myself in bed for a little while. It is 3 days before spring break at school. 3 days. You can imagine what children are like right now. Today was horrendous. That's all I can say. It was horrendous. I will try not to bore you with too much conversation about my school life, because I do have another life, besides school. Sometimes it just seems to take over everything. It just takes over, and it's forefront in my mind and in my worries and my struggles and whatever. But I'll try not to talk about school too much. But it was horrendous today. And so I came home and I was like, yep, taking a nap. And I did. I crashed. My husband had the doors and the windows open when I got home. It was about 48 degrees, not quite 50. It was sunny and it was nice out, trying to get a little fresh air in the house after the whole winter thing, But, yeah, I came in and I said, okay, it's too cold in the bedroom for me. I'm shutting the windows, shutting the curtains back up. Night. See you later. And he's like, okay. And he kind of knows what that means. It's better that I just go lay down, take a nap, don't fuss with him too much. He gets tired of listening to me talk about my days, the crappy ones, So anyhow, that's what happened. And now it's, it's 8:25. I got home at about 4:30, slept for about an hour, and then I've been up diamond painting ever since. I'm actually getting a lot done here, so that's good. So we have 2 more days of school before we're officially on break. Can hardly wait. Tomorrow we have something that's called a late start Wednesday. That means the kids come in 2 hours later, and we have meetings in the morning. So I have meetings, I don't know what we're going to learn about tomorrow. I never know till we get there, really. My principal likes to send out emails, like the day of things, or like I think she sent an email late this afternoon sometime about what we're doing tomorrow. And she thinks that we'll be able to get on there and read these emails and be ready to roll. Well, I have a classroom full of children, 24 of them. I'll get to sit at my computer and look at emails all day. So luckily somebody mentioned something in the office after school, and I kind of got a gist, and like, okay. So anyhow, after these 2 days, we're on break, and I can hardly wait. My husband and I have decided, since we got married almost 8 years ago, that on spring break, we're going somewhere. We are going somewhere. So a few years ago, we ended up buying a timeshare. I know people go, timeshares, whatever. Okay, we have a timeshare. And it's been good for us because we get to go on a little vacation at least once a year to a really nice place. Well, our timeshare that we purchased is actually in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I love Gatlinburg because the Smoky Mountain National Park is right there. I mean, the gateway, as they call it, to the park is right there in Gatlinburg. And we love to go to the mountains. So I am looking forward to being in Gatlinburg in a timeshare, which is a really nice place. There's pools, there's restaurants, and then there's, of course, all of downtown Gatlinburg, which is just like, it's like a mini Las Vegas, you know. There's all kinds of Ripley's Believe It or Nots and this and that. And I might do a little video while I'm gone, because I'm not taking a diamond painting. I thought about it. I did. I thought about it for a second. Should I take a diamond painting? This one's small. It would be easy to take. And I went, no, just don't do it. I can take a week off from diamond painting to just go to the mountains and relax with my husband, be a tourist, go out to dinner, do fun things. I might take a couple videos, at least of some hikes we do in the mountains, and just kind of throw that on my channel just because. This is what I'm doing instead of a diamond painting video for the week, right? I'll have Wi-Fi at the resort. I can upload and all that fun stuff. So I might do that and just say, look at where we're at, look what we're doing. This is beautiful. So anyhow, I'm going to try to get in an hour of this WIP and chat before I leave. I can tell my husband's pulling in right now, and he's going to want dinner. So this is going to be segment 1. Not sure how long this little piece is, but I'll try to piece together a couple more. Mrs. Coffee, if it's not quite an hour, I only got a couple days here. I got to pack still, got to get ready to go, still have to work full time. I'll see how close I can get to an hour in a couple days. But I better go for now because I'm going to have to go make some dinner because that whole husband thing. Yeah. All right. So I'll get back with you in a little bit and we'll talk some more. All right, so the husband came back from working at the other house. We had a little bit of dinner, and I'm going to work on this video a little bit more. So while we were having dinner, we were talking about our trip. And when we go to the Smoky Mountains, we like to hike. We're active people. We like to do things. So we like to get out there and we like to hike. At school today, at the end of the day, I was kind of showing my class something that we've talked about doing. It's a hike up in the mountains to a mountaintop called Mount LeConte. It's the third highest peak in the Smoky Mountains. So we were kind of talking about doing that. I hadn't really looked into it too much. All I really knew is that it was going to be, it's a 5-mile hike, one way. It's 5 miles, one way. Now, I don't know if anybody's a hiker out there, but hiking, like trails, I think we average about a mile an hour because, trails is a whole lot different than just going for a walk up and down your street around your neighborhood. So we're kind of toying with the idea, and so I thought, well, we had a couple minutes today at school. The kids always like to know what we're up to, what we're going to do. So I found a YouTube video of a man and his wife hiking this trail. They weren't young. We're not young. You guys probably don't know how old I am even, but I'm going to be 59 this year. My husband already is 59. So, we're not spring chickens or anything, but neither were these people that hiked this trail. So the views in the Smoky Mountains are absolutely gorgeous. They're just beautiful. You cannot take a bad hike. There is stuff to see everywhere. This one would be one of the longest hikes we've taken, and it would be well worth it. There is a lodge at the top of this mountain. You could stay overnight. apparently, we just looked it up, you have to get reservations like the year before at least. They're that booked. So I don't think we'll be staying. But they do have like some drinks and baked goods, and you could get up to the top and you could relax for a little bit and chill out. So 5 miles up would probably be good, close to 5 hours, and then you got to turn around, you got to go back down. So we're thinking about it. We're seriously thinking about it. It would just be something you would take the day to do. You wouldn't have to, bust your hump or anything to get up there and get back. Just kind of take your time, enjoy the views, because the views are just amazing. And get back before dark. That'd be a long day. So the guy who made this video, he said that it took him about, I think he said 7.5 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. No, it took him 9. It took him 9 hours, but that was because he was, they stopped, they had lunch at the top. He took a couple hours to video, and stuff like that. Another person in his comments said that it took them about 7.5 hours. So either way, it's a full day. And it's a full day of walking and hiking. And we're not talking you're hiking on some pavement or concrete, sidewalks. No. We're talking, at one point, there's a path that's maybe 2 feet wide, 3 feet tops. On one side, you've got the mountain. On the other side, you look over and it's a sheer cliff. Yep. I got a little nervous when I saw that. My husband's like, oh, come on. You've walked on little paths like that before with the cliff on the side. And I'm like, yeah, but I've never hiked on a trail that has a guide wire attached to the mountainside. Yeah. In places, there's a guide wire attached to the mountain where if you're nervous, you could hold the guide wire as you walk down this skinny little path. I'm like, well, I might be holding on if we did it. There might be places I want to hang on a little bit. Especially, it seems like it's a pretty busy hike, actually. A lot of people do it. And you're going to end up passing some people. That would be my biggest fear. I'm walking on this little 2.5 to 3 foot narrow rocky path, because it's all rocky. You're in the mountains, it's rock. And you got to pass somebody. Okay, hang on. Whoa, how do you do that? I don't know. And I don't know how long those little sections are, but somehow you got to pass somebody. That makes me a little nervous. Anyhow, we're still talking about it. It would be one of the biggest hikes we've ever done. Are we up for it? I don't know. We talk about doing a day hike every time we're there. We've never done it, though. We do 2-3 hours, find something cool, and then turn around and come back. Well, you turn around and come back on this one, too. It's an in and out trail. You go in and you turn around and you come back the same way. There's other trails you could take back out, but they're actually longer. And I don't feel like, hiking longer. If it's already 5 miles, I want to take the shortest route in and out, right? Anyhow, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we do it. If not, we'll find something else to hike if we don't do that one. There are tons of waterfalls in the Smoky Mountains, and we love to head down waterfalls. We live in Michigan, and Michigan has a ton of waterfalls. People probably don't know that, but up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, there's a lot of elevation change, and that's what you need for a waterfall. Okay, there was an H right here. I'm doing H's, and I just saw it. No. There it is. Hiding. So, yeah, we have a lot of waterfalls. And I just shake over here because I don't want to make a lot of noise. And I don't want them flying all over my canvas. Anyhow, we have a lot of waterfalls. And my husband and I have made several trips to the UP. And wandered around looking for waterfalls. Some are easy to find. Some are actually right off a main road. You can almost drive to them and hike down a little path and you're there. Others are out in the middle of God-forsaken country somewhere, bug-infested, and, we've done it. So there are, gosh, I want to say there's close to 300. Some of them are kind of small. Some are bigger. A lot of people go to the UP and look for waterfalls. Not everybody goes to look for the waterfalls we've looked for, because they're pretty obscure, some of them. Anyhow, it's just one of those things we like to do. People ask sometimes, why do you do that? What? Why? Why do you want to do that? Well, once you do it, and you're out there in the wild, these people, man, that did this video, in this video, he filmed a bear. They actually, I told my husband, I said, I think I'd freak out. I don't know what I would do. I know the Smoky Mountains are filled with bears. As a matter of fact, at our timeshare is up on a mountain. What isn't up on a mountain down in Gatlinburg area? Everything. But they filmed a bear. There at our timeshare, there's bears, and you can go up on the top, and there's usually some bears that have their dens down on the mountainside, and you can sometimes see them. A couple years ago, we got to see a mom and 2 cubs down there just kind of playing around. Sometimes they come up into the park and wander around the cabins and stuff. I've never seen that. I think I'd freak out if I was hiking in the mountains and there was a bear over there beside me on the trail. I don't know. My husband's like, you'd scream, wouldn't you? You'd scare it and you'd chase it. You'd get it chasing us. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that. But I'd definitely be a little freaked out. It would be cool as hell. But I think I'd be scared. I do. A bear up close and personal, I think I'd be scared. I don't know. Anyhow. So I really do think, now that I'm talking about it even more, that while we're there, I'm not going to be diamond painting. I have some videos uploaded that I'm going to send out while we're on vacation, because I know that I'm not going to have anything new to put out there. So I might just do a little recording of maybe not a whole hike or anything for sure, but maybe just a cool thing, like when we get to a cool spot, or if we do get to the top of this mountain, or just some views, or something, just to give you guys something to see kind of what I'm up to. That's the cool thing about what we're doing here. And especially with the WIP and chat thing. That's pretty cool. When you do just sit and chat with people about your life, they get to know you. They get to know who you are. They get to know about you. You have a personality. You're not just, I'm a diamond painter and here's a video. Here's what I'm working on. We're real people. We are real people. We have real lives. And it's kind of neat to get to know about each other. So, I might just put a little bit of our trip out there. Show you guys what we're up to. So, my husband did go over to the other house and cut more trees. And his buddy did make it over there. Another guy he works with was going to come over on the weekend and help cut some and take some of the wood. They're wanting the wood is what they want. They burn wood or whatever. Have like wood burners that make their heat and stuff like that. We do a lot of that in Michigan. This guy that he worked with never showed up. He was like, yeah, well, now my wife invited people over. Whoops, sorry, that was a crash. That was my easel falling down. I don't have the easel up on an angle right now because for some reason this painting, my drills kept, I just missed some H's right there. I'm going to just do this. This painting, the drills seemed to keep sliding around when I had my easel up on an angle. So I left it on the easel, but I just laid the easel down. Well, not very well, apparently, because it just crashed. Anyhow, so that's a little bit about our plans for when we go on vacation, and what we might attempt to do. So, yeah, it's getting later around here. You know, those children who wore me out today, I'm, even though I've had a good nap today when I got home, I'm going to go to bed early tonight. Because I know that, I got another day just like it ahead of me tomorrow, and, didn't really want that many. I didn't want to do that much. Seeing as how this is kind of like a mosaic stained glass kind of thing, we got a lot of that black outlining on everything. That's what I'm going to work on for a little bit. So I'm going to be going to bed here pretty soon because I need my rest. I need my rest. I like to joke and say, I got to eat my Cheerios in the morning, got to eat my Wheaties or whatever and get prepped for the day because, boy, they are a challenge. They're just a challenge. I've been hearing Mrs. Coffee talking about the book fair with her kids. So March is reading month. For any of you who don't know, March is reading month. We have lots of activities planned throughout March that have to do with reading. We've been having something different at school this year. We had a book fair too. We had a book fair. I went to the book fair. I bought some books. I don't know why I still buy books. It's just one of those things. I have so many now, and I'm not working that much longer as a teacher. I'm not. I'll talk about that later. That'll be another topic I can talk to you about. But March is reading month, all these activities, the book fair. We did something different this year. We've had mystery readers come to our room. So they'll call you up on the PA and say, Mrs. Dipple, are you ready for your mystery reader? And I'll be like, sure, yeah. And then the mystery reader will get on the PA and they read part of a book, the first page or two. And then they come down to your room. And by the time they come to your room, you've tried to figure out who they were. My kids have been pretty good on a couple of them. They knew who they were right away. They just have those voices and people just know who they were. But then we had some people come in that, they weren't really familiar to us. So we've had like district administrators come in. Today I had a public safety officer in the district come in. Now the kids have seen him before because he comes in and just does some spot checks and stops in at lunch and just checks out how the kids are doing. But they're not that familiar with him. It's not like that's a daily thing. So he came in. Interesting thing was what he read before he came down. He started reading, and I was like, he's reading the Bible. Wow, okay. I didn't expect that. I didn't even know that, you could do that. But he did. He read a section of the Bible. And then when he got to our room to read his book, well, he didn't read. He didn't read a thing. He didn't bring a book, nothing. What he did is he sat down with the kids and he started talking to the kids about living a good life and being obedient and learning. And basically it kind of turned into a semi-lecture sort of thing. And I just was sitting there listening to this guy talk to the kids, and they all know he's like a security officer. Public safety, we call him. It was interesting. But anyhow, we've had a few mystery readers come to our class. One of our teachers has a kind of like a therapy dog, I guess. It's a social kind of dog, and she brings it in. Her name's Maya. She's a sweetheart. And so her and Maya came in one day and read to our class, and my kids love that. Of course, everybody wants to, see Maya and pet Maya and all that. I think they kind of liked Maya coming more than the teacher. But anyhow, so that's been kind of a fun, interesting thing we've done at school this month for March's reading month. A little different. That book that Mrs. Coffee talked about in her live, the llama book, that's hilarious because when I went to our book fair, I could not believe how many llama books were available for sale at the book fair. I don't know if you've ever been to a book fair, but there are like 5, 6 big carts that open up and the books are just all stacked in there, like a bookstore on wheels, these big crates that open up. There were like at least 8 llama books. And I actually picked up that one that Mrs. Coffee was talking about with all the sequins in it. It's a sequins you can, you rub them. I don't know if you guys know. I mean, you've probably seen stuff like this in the stores and whatnot, pillows and stuff. But you rub the sequins one way and they're one color, and then you rub them the other way and they're another color. So you can kind of draw designs in them and it'll be, a different color. But that llama book was in our book fair, and I picked it up and I played with it for a few minutes. So that was kind of fun. I did buy a couple books, like I said. I don't know why I'm still buying books. Well, books at all. Children's books, yeah, or adult books, either one. I have so many books. My classroom is filled with books. My home is filled with books. I have bookshelves. You heard that? That's plural. Bookshelves full of books that I have not read. Yep, haven't read yet. I just keep buying them. There's certain books and authors that do like a series, and of course I think I have to have everything in the series, and then if they start a new series, and I'm like, well, I have to get those too. I don't have enough time in my life to read, and then diamond painting entered. Oh, man. So diamond painting entered. And time that I would have been reading in the past, I'm kind of now diamond painting. So, yeah. I can hardly wait to retire so that I can have all the time in the world to just do this kind of stuff. Read, diamond paint, do what I want to do. Garden, things in life I want to do. So, it's coming soon. I'm actually going to work the rest of this school year, clearly, and next school year. I'm retiring. It's going to be tricky because, I do get a pension, but it's not going to be anything compared to what I make now. So, I'm going to have to figure that out. I don't know if it's going to require me getting another part-time job, my pension, my savings combined. I don't know. Can't draw Social Security yet, but I can't work any longer. After next year, I'm done. I'll be 60. I've done this it'll be 22 years at that point, and I have to be done. It's gotten really, really hard. It's super stressful, and next year's it. I'm done. I'll have to figure it out. It'd be great if I could make some money off my YouTube channel by then. We'll see. Anyhow, so I'm going to put this away for now, and I'm going to get ready to get some more sleep in, make it through these last 2 days. And I got to pack. I got to figure out what I'm taking on vacation yet and all this. Anyhow, well, I got a lot of that black outlining in now, so I feel like I accomplished something. I'm almost halfway on this. It hasn't taken me that long. I don't get to diamond paint that much. An hour at night, maybe? Anyhow, I'm going to add to this video. Maybe tomorrow I'll add a little bit to it. And I'm going to get this up to an hour so that I can put it out there for this challenge. And then, let you guys get to know me even a little bit better. And so I'll add to it in a little bit. See you tomorrow. Hey there, guys. It's the next day. I'm going to get this hour done one way or another. And I was working last night. I realized I had not used my Diamond Art Club drill pen. I don't know why. I had something else loaded up and ready to go as I was working on my Diamond Art Club. But I decided last night, I like this pen. I'll tell you why I like this pen. I mean, it's nothing really fancy. The grippy fits on there nice. It's light. I like the lighter weight of the plastic, just plastic pens. But here's what I realized last night when I started using this. This has a stopper. It has a stopper at the end, so the grippy can't come off. It can't go any further. The one I'd been using, well, it was just like a, regular blue one. And this is a grippy I got from school, but they just could keep going. They keep sliding all the way off. And that was driving me crazy. So I had another one like that, and again, even though it's fairly firm fitting, snug, if I work on it long enough, it would just be coming off the end. This one can't do that. It stops right there. There's a little stopper at the end, and I like that. I was watching somebody today doing drill pens, comparing some drill pens they just got. And they got one of these fancy ones from an Etsy shop. It might be the same shop. I don't honestly remember. And so she was using this. Hers had a square tip on it, and mine doesn't. It's just a regular round tip. But she's like, isn't it cute? The cap has a little dangly. Hers had a butterfly. Mine has an M for Mindy. And I've been using it like this with the cap on it. And I thought, wow, that's kind of silly. Maybe that's why I haven't really liked it so much. I should probably take the cap off. Oh, look. Wow, look. Look how much lighter it is. I don't like a heavy pen. I like it nice and light. So I think I'll switch back and forth between this one, and I do like this Diamond Art Club one with the little stopper at the end. This one already has a grippy. It doesn't go anywhere, which is what I liked about this one originally. So we'll see. I might try this tonight as I'm working a little bit. So anyhow, when I got home from school today, I kind of sat down and I wrote down some things that I would probably chat about tonight, because I've got to do like another half an hour tonight. So I thought I'd just jot some things down to chat about. So my first thing is AliExpress. Let's talk about AliExpress for a minute. This is kind of a funny story. We know AliExpress is having a sale. I just got a bunch of stuff from AliExpress. I just got 8 paintings from AliExpress that I ordered in February, at the beginning of February, before the New Year holiday, and they took forever to get here and all that fun stuff. But I just got 8. I have some intro videos made for several of them. I haven't really worked on any of them because I'm trying to get these other things that were in my list, my plan, done first. But I had 98 things in my cart on AliExpress. 98. I can't buy 98 things. I've been going through, I deleted a few things, I looked at my wish list, I added some things, got some more coins, finally learned about the coins. I hope I know how to use them correctly. Excuse me. So that when I do place my order, and I am going to place an order, yes, I'm going to place an order, I'll get coupons with my coins and things like that. I had things in my cart that are specifically going to be gifts. Gifts for grandkids, gifts for my mom, a hummingbird picture for her, gifts for my kids, things like that. That's what's in my cart. And a couple things for me. There's got to be a couple things for me, right? I've seen some people unbox some things or show some things they were working on that I went, oh, I love it. I have to have one. Or it wasn't the exact one, but it was from the same artist in the same realm, and I just found some other ones. I was like, I'm in love. Have to get me at least one of those. So I've been playing around with my cart, toying around with my cart, and figuring out what I was going to order. I don't know about anybody else, but this is not the first item that I feel kind of hoardish with. You know what I mean? Like I hoard a bit. I have probably 20 paintings to work on right now. But I think, oh, it's a sale, it's a sale. I need it. It's going to be a gift for the grandkids. My husband won't mind that way because they're for the grandkids. But I just am kind of collecting. And what is it? What is it about my nature that makes me just collect certain things? Like my other thing is books. I talked about going to the book fair and buying more books. I don't need more books. I'm going to teach one more year. I don't need more children's books. I don't need more adult books. I have shelves. You heard that. Shelves, that's plural. Shelves in my office of books that I have not read. It's like I have favorite authors, and I tend to get authors that write series. I like romance books. I like hometown stories that you get to meet characters and you get to follow them and, keep track of what they're doing, their life and all that stuff. But I just tend to want more and more. I have to have everything. Why? I haven't read the ones I have. I have hundreds of books I have not read. So here's a perfect example. I was ordering some sticker refills for my sticker maker because I think it was, I don't know, it's probably Miss Crochet and Coffee said that there are repositional stickers that go in those little sticker makers, and then there's permanent stickers. Well, I had whatever it came with because I got it for $5 at Target, and it came with the permanent stickers. So I thought, ooh, well, I need to find some of the repositional ones because I'll probably be able to use those a little bit better. I have the regular permanent ones on my cases right now, and I'm just hoping they're going to come off. Anyhow, so I had to order some of those stickers. As I'm on Amazon ordering the repositional stickers, I look at diamond paintings. Of course, I look at diamond paintings. Why wouldn't I, right? I was proud of myself, though. I said, nope, you're going to order a bunch of stuff from AliExpress. You don't need anything right now because I have Prime, so they would come in a day or two. No, I resisted the temptation to buy a diamond painting. However, I did not resist the temptation to buy a book. I bought a book. It was the next book in a series by a favorite author that I haven't even read the first 3. This is the 4th one. I haven't read the first 3. But, I had to get the 4th one. Just because it came out, I got to be ready to read the whole series. Whenever I do, why do we do that? And I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that. But, man. So here's my next thing about AliExpress, which is kind of funny. We have started a unit of study at school on economics. And the first lesson that we started with is about wants and all the things we want, and that you can't have everything you want, right? We watched a little video, we talked about it. You can't have all you want. So you have to make choices, right? You have to make choices. Why do I do that? I always tend to just miss one. I've done all of these, and then there's one right there I didn't get. All right. So after we watched this little video and talked about it a little bit, I used AliExpress as an example. Now my kids hear me talk about diamond painting all the time. They're still trying to figure out today what my diamond painting channel is, my YouTube channel. They're making all kinds of guesses. They figured out my first name finally. So they know my name must be in it. They're trying to figure it out. I won't tell them. Anyhow, I used AliExpress as an example. I said, so my diamond painting, I like to diamond paint. And I have a lot of paintings. I'm trying to order some. There's a sale, and I think, I'm going to order some. I said, but now if I click this button at the top, it tells me how much all of these diamond paintings would be that are in my cart. $1,299. I said to the kids, so clearly they want, oh, wow. I'm like, clearly I can't get all of them because I cannot spend $1,299 on diamond paintings. They're like, how much are you going to spend then? They're nosy. Kids are nosy. They need to know everything. So I said, well, I don't know. I'm going to go and I'm going to look through and I'm going to prioritize what I really, really want, and I have to make some choices. So AliExpress has entered into my school life, and I'm using it as a lesson. So the kids were kind of intrigued by that. And then the fact that they're all bugging me, what's your YouTube, what's your channel name, what's your channel name, we'll subscribe, what's your channel name. I don't think I want students subscribed to my channel. I'm not telling them what it is. If they figure it out by some chance, they figure it out, but I'm not offering it up. Not that I do anything inappropriate on my channel that I wouldn't be comfortable with them seeing, but, I don't know. I'm not certain that I'm comfortable with them being subscribers anyhow. So what else was I going to talk about? I had some other things written down here. Oh, I know what else I was going to talk about. Yeah, my mind just went blank again. Oh, the fact of lives. I've heard several people talk about lives now, and that a lot of people are going and doing lives like all the time and not doing content, and just wanting to get on and just paint and chit chat. I have a couple thoughts about that. I had thought about going live and doing a live stream, maybe as a special thing, like, I'm sitting at about 200 subscribers, and I thought, well, maybe it'd be kind of cool when I hit like 250 or 300 subscribers to just do a live. I might actually have enough subscribers at that point that would actually come and watch. If I have 100 subscribers and I go live, I'm going to sit here with like one or two people, probably my friends, my real life friends. Not that you're not real life, but you know what I mean. And that would be the only people watching. My daughter would come watch, things like that. But without enough subscribers, what's the point of going live? I mean, trying to get more subscribers? I don't know. I just don't see that would work. Anyhow, I also think, but here's my other reason for thinking a live is a good idea. I know some of you do long lives, and I seriously don't think I would have enough to talk about for that long. I just wouldn't. In a WIP and chat, I'm finding it hard to have that much to talk about. A live might be easier to talk because you've got people to talk with. Right now, I'm just talking to myself. I mean, really, I'm talking to myself. And I don't have any interactions with anybody. I don't have anybody asking questions. I don't have any comments to respond to. I don't have anybody say, hey, hi, so-and-so, thanks for stopping in. I got nothing except myself and talking to myself. So I think this is a little harder to do a WIP and chat and just chat and talk about whatever. I didn't need that many of those. So a live might be easier in that sense, but then my thought still remains, who's going to come and watch? I just don't have that many people that would come watch a live, I don't think. I mean, I might not have anybody watch this WIP and chat, right? I don't know. So it's all hard. I never thought, first of all, I never thought I'd make a video. I mean, I've made videos of, things we've done or grandkids or whatever. We got cute little videos. It's a whole different thing to create a video with a purpose for YouTube. I never in a million years thought I would make a YouTube video. I mean, what? I don't even know how to do that. My second graders are the ones who told me how to do it. They're like, Mrs. Tipple, it's so easy. You just make your video and then you just hit share. You just share it and you share it to YouTube. And I was like, oh, okay. So I tried it and I was like, oh, it really is. That's how you do it. Okay. So I tried it. I mean, I had a purpose. I wanted to talk about some paintings that I got that I wasn't crazy about, and wanted to maybe see if I could help other people learn a little bit and not make some of the, mistakes that I made, make better choices, whatever. They're not necessarily mistakes. There's better choices out there. That, you have to kind of know what you're doing. I didn't. I thought maybe I could help people. So, see, there goes my mind again. I made a video and I put it on YouTube. And then I thought, okay, well, some people watched it. Well, I could do another one. And then it gets trickier. It gets trickier. You want to make videos that people are interested in, that people are going to watch. And then you start thinking about what you're going to do to get subscribers, because you want subscribers. And then it becomes, I've heard a few people talk about scheduling their videos, and I'm going to have a video for this week, and I'm going to work on this, and it really kind of becomes that. I've been trying to do a video a week. That's what I've been trying to do, a video a week. Now, with what I'm doing, my general video, which is a complete review, so I unbox, you get to see it, I finish the painting, I come back, I tell you all about it, and it's a complete review. Those are hard to do. They're hard. And I thought, I had a great idea. It is a great idea, but they're hard. Why are they hard? Because I have to finish a painting before I can make a video complete. And so some of these take a long time. This one right here, is probably going to be done in a week. But, some of them have taken me 2-3 weeks. Some of the larger ones, they take time. So I've tried to fill with, I did a framing video, and that wasn't too hard. That was pretty easy to do. I did a complete works video, and I'm trying to come up with things that I can do that are quicker, easier, that I can use to fill the voids between the complete reviews. It takes a lot of thought process. What you're going to do, when you're going to schedule them to go up, when you're, I didn't think I was getting into all this, but here I am. I'm trying to grow my subscribers, trying to grow my channel. I am so technologically backward. I really am. Every technology step at school that's added, I fight it, because I'm like, why? Why do we have to do that electronically? Why do we have to, I can't deal with it. So here I am trying to do something that is quite technological, and I don't know how to do it. I don't have the fanciest videos. Some have all these cutesy like music and butterflies flying and da-da-da-da-da, and mine are just kind of simple. I have a thumbnail. One, I think I managed to figure out how to do a little bit of music at the beginning, and I haven't figured out how to do it since. I didn't even know how to really make a good video. My daughter introduced me to some things I could use on my phone, some apps, YouTube Studio I didn't know anything about, Canva to make thumbnails, I didn't know anything. So she's kind of helped me with that. There are times when I'm just like, I call her up and I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you do this? I can't get this to work. And she's like, Mom, you're stressing me out. I'm like, well, you know how to do it. I think, I need an editor. I need an editor. I need somebody to help me with all this. My stepdaughter went to community college for graphic design, and she's done a lot of things with different programs and whatnot. And I was joking with her the other day, and I was like, okay, I need an editor. You know how to do this? Are you familiar with this program? And she's like, well, no, I'm not familiar with that one, but let me look at it, you know. I'm like, okay, help me out. I just dropped black drills all over. So it's a lot of work. I've had fun. I mean, I have had some fun. I've had a little bit of stress because of it, but for the most part, I've had fun. One of the most entertaining and enjoyable things about this is watching my subscribers change, watching that number grow. It's not growing by leaps and bounds. I have no idea how long it's taken some of you to get up to, 1,000 or whatever, but it's going slow, and that's okay, because the fact that I have over 200 subscribers right now is amazing, shocking. I never thought I would have that many subscribers. And then when I look at some of my views and, time people are watching and how many views there have actually been, the non-subscribers are my biggest viewers. I don't know if that's true for everybody else, but I mean, it's fun. That part's fun, to watch your channel grow, to watch your subscribers rise, and, that's fun. That's exciting. But there's work to it. I mean, there is work involved. So I work full-time, as many people do, and many of the YouTube channels out there. You all work full-time as well. Some don't, but a lot do. You got to squeeze this in. I squeeze it in at nights. I squeeze in a lot on the weekends. I just watched Rachel Ray's 1 hour challenge WIP and chat, and she was talking about, spring is here, summer's coming. Maybe there's not as much time for diamond painting, for one thing, just diamond painting itself, and videos and YouTube, I free up a lot of time in the summer because I don't work, right? I have my summers off, as they say, because I teach, but so I do have a lot of time, but then I fill that time with a lot of other things too. I love to be outside. I love to garden and plant flowers and things like that. So yeah, I'll have maybe more time, maybe less time to work on this and my channel. Maybe I'll have less. I don't know yet. I'm not there. I've got spring break after tomorrow. Count them, one more day. And then I'm on spring break officially. Whew, didn't think it would ever get here. Then after that, I think we have 9 weeks. 9 weeks until summer. That sounds like such a long time. I mean, it does. It sounds like a long time. There's a lot going on in that 9 weeks, though. So I'm hoping that because it's so busy, it's going to just kind of fly. But then, there's stress related with that as well. So anyhow, yeah, I'll keep making videos. I'm not going to stop. I may not ever get to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. I may never get enough hours and subscribers to ever see a dime from this. I'm not looking at it in that light. It would be nice, but I'm just trying to enjoy it and have fun with what I'm doing and hopefully help some other people. That's my goal. So anyhow, I'm going to work on this for a little bit longer. It's kind of quiet and peaceful in my house right now because my husband went back over to the other house to cut some more trees and logs and whatever they're doing. His buddy from last night is going to come back over again and take some more of the wood. So what's on the ground is getting cleaned up and looking better. There's still so much standing dead tree that has to get cut down. That'll have to wait for a little while because we are going away. But so it's kind of quiet and peaceful around here when he's off doing his thing. And I like it, you know, it's kind of nice. So, anyhow, I don't know. I don't really have much more to talk about right now. So, I think I'm gonna go check out dinner because I have dinner in a crock pot so that when he gets back from what he's doing, we can have dinner. We've been having late dinners because he's working until dark. And right now, with daylight saving time and everything else, I mean, dark is like 8:30. I don't think we had anything to eat last night until 9 o'clock, which is really unusual for us. But he's kind of on a mission to get that cleaned up. And he's got a buddy that wants the wood, so he's taking advantage of that right now. So anyhow, I have to finish a couple report cards because I want those done before we take off on spring break. And I have to think about packing. And I haven't even looked at clothes. So it's been winter in Michigan, right? And so we're wearing pants and blue jeans and sweatpants and sweaters and jackets. And we're going to Tennessee, which is going to be warmer than it is here. And so that requires a complete different kind of wardrobe. So I'm going to need short sleeve shirts and capris and, you know, whatever I'm going to take there. And then I'll still need some warmer things because, you know, it still gets chilly at night. And, you know, it's not like it's going to be 80 degrees in Tennessee. It's probably going to be 60, 65. Maybe we'll hit a 70 day if we're lucky. But, you know, so you got to think about all that. Do I have things that even fit after the winter, you know? Some of you who don't really live in winter weather too much, you probably don't have that issue of you get the winter weight gain that comes on because you don't get outside, you don't do much, you sit around more, put on a few pounds. Anyhow, so I got that to do too. So I'm going to allow myself a little bit more time to diamond paint. I was hoping that maybe I could get this done before we go, but that's not going to happen because I'm coming up on halfway maybe, so it's not going to get done before I go. But I do have all that other stuff to do, so I think I'm going to let you all go for now, and then of course I'm going to have to do a little editing and put these little clips together to make my hour, so I can post it and put it up on YouTube and let everybody know I did the challenge. You know, there's one thing about me. You set up a challenge or you ask something and, you know, I think I can do it. I'm going to try it. So you got me with this one. So I'm going to see if I can get this set to roll and upload tonight. Our internet around here, our Wi-Fi has been really bad. I mean, I have a hard time just watching some videos sometimes. We've had the company out once to look at it. He couldn't really find anything wrong. He tweaked one wire outside and thought maybe that would help. It kind of did for a day. But now we're back to the same slow crap we had before, so it's kind of frustrating. But anyhow, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to go do a couple things I need to do, check on dinner, and diamond paint for a little bit longer until he comes home and get this video ready to go. So it's been fun chatting with you, even though I may have run out of things to say once in a while, which is weird because I talk all day long. I talk all day long. And then when I get in front of a camera with no people, I think that's it. There's no people. There's nobody to respond to. There's nobody to react to. It's just me talking, which I do anyhow. I talk to myself a lot. But this was different. So anyhow, I'm going to go for now, and you should see this come up pretty soon. So I'll talk with you later.